The day can loosen its hold now. Nothing is urgent here. Nothing is waiting for you to finish. For a little while, your only task is to rest, to listen, to be gently carried by sound and quiet images. Feel the way this moment is already softer than the one before it, a little slower, a little more spacious, as if time itself is stretching out and lying down beside you. Imagine that you are drifting upward without effort, not fast, not far, just a gentle, steady lift, as if the air has become kind and light beneath you. The world below grows softer and more distant. Its edges blur, its noise fades. All the busy thoughts and plans begin to feel like tiny specks, far beneath your feet. You do not have to hold any of it right now. You do not have to solve or remember or decide. Everything can wait. Up here, the air is cool and calm. It touches your skin like a soft breath. You are safe in this slow rising, supported from below by something quiet and steady. Soon a pale whiteness gathers around you. Clouds, thick, gentle, and soft as cotton. They rise to meet you with an easy welcome. You feel yourself easing down onto them. They hold your weight like a warm bed that knows you and expects you. There is no jolt, no sharp movement, only a calm settling. Your body, in whatever position it is resting now, can imagine that feeling. The way the surface beneath you might soften just a little more. The way it might shape itself to your shoulders, your back, your legs. Nothing pressing, nothing demanding. Here, among these clouds, you cannot fall. There is nowhere to slip to. You are held from every side by quiet, slow comfort. Notice how your breath begins to match this place. A little deeper, a little slower, not forced in any way, just naturally easing into a new rhythm. As you inhale, the cloud beneath you lifts almost imperceptibly. As you exhale, it settles, relaxed and unhurried. A gentle rise, a gentle fall, as if the clouds themselves are breathing with you. You might feel that with each breath, the day grows further away. All the noise, all the movement, all the things to remember. They are like distant weather now, far below the cloud layer. You can no longer quite make out their shapes. You only know that they are down there and you are up here, wrapped in quiet. Nothing needs to be fixed from here. Nothing needs to be improved or understood. Here, it is enough simply to exist, to be a warm presence resting on a soft sky. If thoughts drift in, that is all right. They are just little birds passing by, far overhead. You do not need to follow them. You can let them glide through and out of sight, while you remain where you are, resting. Feel how easy it is to sink a little deeper into this cloud, down through its soft layers, down past any leftover tightness in your shoulders or jaw, down past all the small efforts you have been making today without even noticing. With each breath out, something unwinds. A small muscle loosens. A tiny worry lets go of its grip. A bit of tension melts like snow in the sun. Here, everything moves in slow motion. Clouds drift by at a gentle, unhurried pace. The air is still, but not heavy. It feels like a long, peaceful sigh stretched out across the sky. You might imagine the light here is soft and kind, not bright, not sharp, just a warm, even glow that makes everything feel safe and calm. You are exactly where you need to be. You are not late. You are not early. You are right on time for this moment of rest. Notice how comforting it is to have nothing expected of you. No performance, no doing, no getting it right. If your mind starts to wonder whether you are relaxing correctly, you can smile gently inside and let that thought float away. There is no correct way to be in the clouds. Breathing is enough. Listening is enough. Simply being here is more than enough. Feel the softness under your back, or beneath your side, or under your hands. Feel how your body is already heavier than when you began, as if gravity itself is a caring hand, guiding you down into a deeper rest. Around you, the cloud world is quiet, but it is not empty. It hums with a low, soothing stillness, a feeling of being far above all hurry, far above all noise. If you listen with your imagination, you might sense a faint, distant music in the air, not with instruments or words, more like the sound of calm itself, a slow, steady tone that seems to say over and over, "It is all right now. You are safe here." Ahead, there is a sense of something gently calling you forward, a place among the clouds where peace settles even more deeply. You do not need to rush toward it. You will arrive by doing nothing at all. For now, you can simply rest where you are. Feel the soft support beneath you. Feel the air, easy and kind, around you. Feel your breath moving in and out like a small, quiet tide. Each inhale gathers all the pieces of you that were scattered through the day. Each exhale lets them settle back together, calm and whole. The edges of your body begin to blur a little into the clouds. You are still yourself, but softer at the borders, less separate, more gently connected to this wide, peaceful sky. Notice how nice it feels to be held without effort, to surrender some of your weight to this soft world, to allow yourself, perhaps for the first time today, to not be holding everything up on your own. Every breath is an invitation to let go a little more, to release the last tight threads of the day, to trust that for now, it is safe to loosen your grip on everything. Around you, the clouds slowly begin to open into paths and clearings, hints of gardens resting just ahead in the mist, soft shapes, gentle colors, a promise of even deeper quiet and ease. You are in no hurry to reach them. You know they are waiting. The path to them is made of calm itself. All you need to do is keep resting here, cradled by the clouds, breathing softly, listening gently, letting your thoughts grow lighter and lighter, like little puffs of vapor in the sky. The more you relax, the more the clouds seem to understand you. They adjust beneath you. They cushion you. They match your pace, your breath, your need for comfort. Nothing pulls you forward. Nothing pulls you back. You are suspended in a perfect balance of stillness and slow, quiet drift. Allow this sense of safety to sink in as deeply as it wishes. Let it move through your chest, your stomach, your arms and legs. Let it reach all the way to your fingertips, to your toes, to the very crown of your head. And now, as you rest here on these gentle clouds, you can simply float in this softness, breath moving in, breath moving out, held, supported, unhurried. The gardens in the clouds wait patiently ahead, calm and inviting. You will reach them in your own slow, peaceful time. For this moment, there is only this quiet sky, this soft place to lie down your thoughts, this easy drifting into deeper and deeper rest and silence. Night gathers softly around you now. The day has begun to loosen its hold, like fingers gently opening. Whatever has been done is done. Whatever remains can wait, resting just outside this quiet circle of time. Here, only ease is needed, nothing more. Feel the simple truth of lying down, the body supported, the fabric beneath you steady and kind. Notice the places where you are held, the back of the head, the shoulders, the weight of the legs, all resting. At first, there may still be a little hum of the day inside. Thoughts wandering, replaying, reaching ahead. That is all right. You do not need to push anything away. Just notice the gentle rise and fall of your breathing. Like a quiet tide, each breath moves in and then moves out. In and out. A small, repeating comfort. You do not have to breathe in any special way. Simply notice how the body is already breathing for you. As you rest here, imagine the surface beneath you becoming softer, a little lighter, almost as if it is not solid at all, but made of calm, cool air. Safe and steady beneath you, yet light as a soft current. Sense your weight beginning to spread out, as though the air itself is holding you up. The edges of the body start to blur and soften. Tension melts, little by little, from the face, from the jaw, from the neck. Everything loosening, like knots gently unwinding. Above, the night sky is quiet and deep, dark but not empty. High overhead, faint stars shimmer with a gentle, silvery calm. They do not hurry, they do not try. They simply shine softly, far away, and yet somehow comforting. Let the idea of that quiet sky rest in your mind. Wide, still, a peaceful roof of darkness dotted with distant lights. Nothing pressing, nothing urgent. Just space and silence and the slow turning of the night. Now feel how the air under you begins to rise. Very slow, so slow that at first it is only a suggestion. A sense that your body is becoming lighter, as though some of the heaviness is being quietly lifted away. Notice how safe it feels to be carried like this. The air is strong enough to hold you, gentle enough not to disturb you. You do not have to help it. You do not have to guide it. Simply allow the feeling of being supported to grow. As this soft current of air rises, it cradles every part of you. The back, the arms, the legs, all floating just a little. Not spinning, not swaying wildly. Just a calm, steady ascent, as if you were resting on a slow, invisible elevator of light. The room around you fades quietly into the background. What happened today drifts further away. Thoughts that once felt loud now seem softer, like voices down a long hallway. You grow less interested in them, as though they belong to another time. Ahead and around you is only the cool hush of night. You are rising through it like a feather on a gentle breeze. Upward, but without effort. Upward, and deeply at ease. A faint mist begins to gather in the air. You feel it first against the skin, like a whisper. Delicate, cool, and soothing. Almost like silk brushed very lightly along the arms, the face, the hands. This mist does not chill you. Instead, it refreshes and calms. Each little touch of it seems to sweep away another trace of the day. Across the forehead, across the chest, across the legs. Everything becoming quieter, softer, more at peace. You drift higher through this silvery haze. Its coolness wraps around you the way a soft scarf might rest around your shoulders. Light, tender, as if the air itself is stroking the last bits of tension from your muscles. With every gentle rise, the world below feels more distant. Busy streets, bright screens, voices, tasks. All of it slowly dissolves into a kind of soft, harmless blur. You know it will be there tomorrow, but tonight it grows small and light, like tiny lights far beneath you. Curiosity begins to replace any tightness in the chest, any holding in the stomach. A quiet wondering. Where is this soft current taking me? No need for an answer. Just the sweet, open feeling of being carried somewhere kind, somewhere peaceful. Notice how your breathing has changed. Perhaps it has become slower. Perhaps it has dropped deeper into the belly, like a stone finding the bottom of a still pond. Each exhale feels longer, smoother, releasing more than the one before. The mist thickens around you now, but in the gentlest way. It is like lying inside a cloud made of cool, tender silk. Every part of you is wrapped and cushioned. No sharp edges, no hard lines, only curves of softness, curves of calm. Your body feels lighter than you remember it ever feeling. The heaviness that used to cling to the shoulders, to the back of the neck, has melted into the mist. Even the thoughts that try to rise are slower now. They appear, soften and fade, as though they are also made of vapor, drifting away on the air. The stars above shine a little more clearly through breaks in the mist. They glimmer in quiet patterns, patient and unchanging. You feel as though you are slowly drifting closer to them, not rushing, not reaching, just allowing the gentle lift of the air to bring you nearer to their calm, steady light. Here, in this rising, you are not alone. You are held by the same quiet forces that hold the clouds and the stars. The air curves around you with an invisible kindness. It supports you so fully that you no longer have to support yourself. If any last small piece of worry begins to speak, imagine the cool silk of the mist touching it, wrapping it, soothing it, loosening its grip. Each breath out carries it a little farther away. Each breath in fills the space it left with soft, easy air. Your thoughts grow slower now. They stretch out between one and the next, like long, gentle steps taken on a path of light. You may even notice little gaps of quiet between them, moments that hold nothing but the simple sense of floating and being carried. Feel how the upward motion has become almost unnoticeable. You are still rising, but so smoothly that it feels like resting in place. The body is calm. The mind is drowsy and loose, as if it too has laid itself down on this cloud of air. All around you, the mist glows with a faint reflection of starlight. It has its own slow rhythm, drifting and folding, opening and closing. You are inside it, and it is around you, and the boundary between you and the air is very thin now, almost gone. Nothing is asked of you in this gentle space. You do not need to think. You do not need to decide. You are simply here, breathing in the cool, silk-like air, breathing out what no longer needs to stay. Higher and higher you float, and yet you feel more grounded than before. Grounded not in earth or stone, but in a deep trust that you are safely held. Supported from below, soothed all around, watched over by the quiet, shimmering sky above. Let your awareness rest in that feeling, being cradled by the air, like lying in a soft hammock that sways almost too slowly to notice. Each breath a gentle motion, each pause a deeper settling. The night has grown softer. The stars, the mist, the slow rise through the sky, all blend together into one calm, quiet experience. Nothing sharp, nothing loud. Only this hush, this easy floating, this tender support. Allow yourself to sink even more fully into it now, into the kindness of the air beneath you, into the cool silk of the mist around you, into the patient glow of the distant stars above. Thoughts drift away. The body is light and safe. Breath moves like a soft tide. And you float, cradled and quiet, in the gentle dark, held and still and deeply at ease. The air grows even softer now, quieter, as if the whole sky is holding its breath in a gentle, loving way, just for you. Ahead, The soft light gathers and folds itself into shape. Clouds draw nearer to one another, slowly, calmly, as though they have all the time in the world. They rise and curve, forming a wide, welcoming archway. Its edges are smooth and glowing, like the rim of a sunrise that never hurries, never fades. You pause for a moment before that cloud arch. Feel how still the air has become. It is not empty, more like a peaceful hush, a soundless comfort, as if this place has been quietly waiting for you, patient and kind. Your breath moves in, your breath moves out. With each easy inhale, the arch of cloud seems to brighten just a little. With each calm exhale, the light settles, relaxed, content, as though it is breathing with you. The ground beneath you shifts, and you notice that it is no longer like the place you came from. Under your feet, a path is forming. Soft clouds gather and weave themselves into a smooth, firm ribbon, stretching gently forward from the archway. Not solid like stone, not loose like mist, something in between. Steady enough to hold you, soft enough to yield in the nicest way. You take a first slow step toward the arch. As your foot comes down, the cloud pathway gives just a little, like a mattress that knows your shape. It supports you without effort. A faint, velvety bounce rises back through your body, soothing the muscles of your legs, easing your joints, loosening any last bits of tension that were still holding on. Another step, and another. Each time the cloud remembers you, shaping itself to your weight, then gently returning. You do not sink. You are simply held, perfectly, easily held. You pass under the wide cloud arch, and the light there feels close and friendly. It brushes over your skin like the warmth of a quiet afternoon. Not hot, not cold, just right. You sense it resting lightly on your shoulders, your neck, the back of your head. A peaceful, reassuring touch that says, in its own silent way, you are welcome here. On the other side of the arch, the path continues, slow and luminous. It glows from within, a soft, pearly white with touches of silver and faint color. Not bright, not sharp, only a gentle, steady shimmer that helps your mind relax. There is nothing to strain your eyes, nothing to chase. Just a calm, glowing ribbon of cloud guiding you onward. The air around you feels unusually clean, like a deep breath after rain. As you walk, each inhalation slips smoothly down into your chest. It reaches the belly, and the belly loosens a bit more. Your shoulders soften. The muscles along your back let go, one by one, without effort. In this quiet space, a faint hum seems to float in the distance. It does not come from a single place. It lives everywhere at once, in the air, in the clouds, in the soft light under your feet. The sound is low, soothing, like the gentle murmur of a lullaby with no words. You do not need to understand it. Your body understands it already and relaxes even more. Now the pathway widens, opening like a calm river in the sky. The air feels thick with softness, almost like silk drifting around you. Hanging here just an arm's length away are tiny droplets, suspended and still. They hang in the sky as if time has paused to admire them. Each droplet glows with a soft, pearly light. Some shine with a hint of pale gold. Some carry a whisper of blue, or a tender rose color, or the faint green of new leaves. They do not fall. They simply float, gently swaying in the invisible currents of this peaceful height. You pass among them, and they seem to sense your presence. A few draw a little closer, curious and kind, like friendly fireflies that never flicker too fast. Their light brushes your hands, your arms, like the softest feather. You feel a coolness at first, delicate and refreshing. Then a warm afterglow follows, seeping in through your skin, spreading calm through your body. One droplet hovers just before your face. Inside it, the light turns slowly, like a tiny, spinning moon. The glow reflects in your calm eyes, and in that tender gleam, you feel something quiet and deep. A recognition, as if this place has known your tiredness, your busy thoughts, your long days, and has been patiently holding a peaceful space for you. You continue to walk, and the droplets drift with you, forming a soft, sparkling corridor on either side of the path. They are like little lanterns of rest, guiding you deeper into comfort. With every step, the faint hum in the distance grows more soothing, more familiar. It seems to match the slow beat of your heart, the gentle rhythm of your breath. In this moment, breathing becomes so easy. In, the cool, light air fills your lungs. Out, your whole body settles more deeply into the feeling of being supported and safe. In, the pearly glow softens the edges of any remaining thought. Out, your mind lets those thoughts drift away, like wisps of mist dissolving into the sky. Your feet move without effort now, each step slow and unhurried. The cloud pathway feels almost like walking on a memory of comfort, something soft and kind that you have always known, even if you had forgotten for a while. There is no need to rush. Time itself feels unhurried here, as if every moment stretches out enough to hold you fully. As you move farther along the luminous path, the sense of welcome grows deeper. It is not loud. It is not obvious. It is a quiet knowing that settles gently in your chest, in the space around your heart. The whole cloud-top world seems to say, you belong here. Exactly as you are, you belong. The cloud beneath your feet responds to each step with the same forgiving softness. Your toes relax. The arches of your feet release. Calm travels up through your ankles, your calves, your knees. Your legs feel lighter, as though they too are made of cloud and light and quiet air. The soundless hush around you becomes a comfort in itself. No sharp noises, no sudden changes, only the distant, soothing hum and the almost silence of your own easy breathing. You may notice the spaces between breaths, those tiny pauses, and even they feel safe, natural, at ease. Every tiny droplet you pass seems to share its calm with you. They glow softly, and that softness seems to echo inside your mind. Thoughts lose their edges. Worries lose their weight. They are still there, somewhere far away, but they no longer cling. They float, they drift, they fade into the pale, gentle sky. With each inhalation, feel how this place moves into you. The hush, the hum, the glow, the softness. With each exhalation, feel how your body leans more fully into its own rest. Your chest rises and falls in a slow, even rhythm that feels perfectly matched to the quiet life of these gardens above the world. Here, on the cloud-top pathway, surrounded by drifting lights and silent air, it is easy to feel that you are not arriving as a stranger. You are returning to a place that has always held a space for you. A place that understands what it means to be tired, to need softness, to long for stillness. And now, that stillness is here. It is all around you, and it is within you. You keep moving forward, but there is no pressure to go anywhere at all. Each step is enough by itself. Each breath is enough. The glowing droplets sway gently in the air, like slow, steady heartbeats of light. Everything around you whispers of rest, of ease, of quiet belonging. Breath by breath, step by slow step, the rhythm of this cloud-top world and the rhythm of your own body grow closer, until they feel like one calm, peaceful motion. Air in, soft and cool. Air out, warm and relaxed. Your whole being is gently, quietly, tenderly welcomed. And as the path continues to unfold beneath your feet, you can simply let yourself drift into this feeling of being held. Soft cloud under you, gentle light around you, quiet breath within you. All moving together in a slow, serene harmony that invites you to sink deeper and deeper into rest. The air around you feels soft and open, as if the sky itself is taking a slow, easy breath. Everything is quiet here, quiet in a way that feels kind and welcoming, giving you room to loosen, to spread out inside yourself, without needing to do anything at all. Beneath your feet, the clouds gather and shape themselves into a gentle path. It feels steady and safe, like a bridge held up by the calm of the night. Each step rests on something firm yet yielding, as if woven from silk and warm moss, layered together just for you. Take a moment to notice how the ground meets you. The first touch is cool, then quickly warms, matching the quiet heat of your skin. Softness rises up to meet the soles of your feet, cradling every curve, every small weight and pressure, and it becomes very easy to relax into each step. The path winds ahead in a slow, graceful curve. It doesn't hurry. It simply invites you to follow, the way a stream invites light to move across its surface. You move at the pace that feels most natural, long, unhurried steps, or tiny, drifting ones, each one easy, gentle, and free of effort. On either side of the path, little lantern flowers glow close to the ground. Their light is soft, like the warmth behind closed eyelids. They rest on slender stems that sway almost imperceptibly, as if they are breathing with you, in and out, in and out, in a slow, shared rhythm. Their glow does not push back the darkness. Instead, it melts into it, blurring the edges of everything until the space around you feels velvety and kind. You can almost feel that light on your skin, not bright, not sharp, just a warm, quiet presence that keeps you company as you walk. With each step, a faint sparkling mist rises from the path. It lifts around your ankles like a slow, weightless sigh, cool and silver, then drifts back down, settling again into the silken clouds. The tiny, glittering specks float lazily, as if time has decided to move more gently here. You might notice how that mist seems to carry away the last small tensions in your body. As it rises, something in you rises too, then softens and settles. Muscles that once held a little tightness begin to unwind. Shoulders grow heavier in the best possible way, as though they are finally allowed to rest. The path feels almost alive under your bare feet, like a calm heartbeat beneath the surface. Silk and moss cradle every step, stroking the soles of your feet with an easy, loving touch. Your toes sink slightly into the softness, then slowly lift out again, leaving behind the smallest imprint, which smooths itself away as the cloud path gently reshapes. You may notice how your breathing naturally slows to match the pace of your walking. Inhale, and the lantern flowers seem to glow a little brighter. Exhale, and the mist softens, sinking back into the path, like a curtain drifting down in slow motion. Everything is in harmony with the rise and fall of your breath. The path curves and bends, yet there is no need to know where it leads. Each turn feels like a small, pleasant surprise, but also strangely familiar, like finding your favorite blanket already warmed and waiting for you. You move with a light, curious ease, letting the twists of the path guide you without question. In some places, the cloud beneath your feet feels extra plush, like layers of thick, velvety moss. Your steps become softer, quieter, almost soundless, as if you are walking through a dream. Every movement sends a gentle wave of comfort up through your legs, into your hips, into your back, and all the way up to your neck and jaw, releasing what no longer needs to be held. Here and there, the lantern flowers grow closer together, forming little pools of warm light. As you pass through, the edges of you feel a little more defined, as though the path is taking a moment to notice you, to see you, exactly as you are. Then, as you walk on, the light thins again, and you blend softly back into the spacious quiet of the night. Above and around you, the air has a gentle weight, like the comfort of a soft blanket laid over tired shoulders. Every now and then, a slow, tender breeze moves along the path, brushing against your skin like a reassuring hand. It carries a faint scent, something clean and distant, like rain that has not yet fallen. As you continue, the playful curiosity of these first steps begins to mellow. Your body knows this feeling, the way busyness gives way to ease, the way thoughts grow slower, softer, less interested in forming full sentences. The path seems to understand too. Its curves grow wider, its turns more relaxed, as though it is gently stretching out, inviting you to follow it into deeper calm. The glowing lantern flowers become fewer and lower to the ground. Their light is quieter now, more like embers resting in a hearth than open flames. Each small glow feels like a whisper of comfort, a gentle nod that everything is all right, just as it is. Under your feet, the mossy softness grows warmer and thicker, almost like the surface of a favorite pillow. Your steps sink a little more deeply, and each time you lift your foot, you feel a slow release, as if the clouds are lovingly letting you go. Only so they can welcome you again with the next step. That simple rhythm of contact and release becomes its own kind of lullaby. You may feel a slight heaviness in your arms now, the pleasant heaviness that comes with settling down after a long day. Your hands can rest where they are, without needing to hold or reach for anything. The muscles along your spine begin to smooth out, vertebra by vertebra, like pages slowly closing in a well-read book. The more you walk, the more the world around you grows hushed and secluded. The open sky feels closer, yet also more protective, like a quiet room with the door gently closed. Faraway sounds, if there are any, are softened by the thick, cloud drift air until they become only murmurs, distant and harmless. The mist that rises with each step is softer now. It no longer sparkles as brightly. Instead, it glows faintly, like moonlight through a thin curtain. It brushes your legs and then drapes itself back over the path, smoothing everything behind you, as if the clouds are tucking your footprints into sleep. Your thoughts begin to match the pace of your steps. One thought appears, then loosens and drifts away, like a small fleck of mist in the air. Another might arrive, then it too softens at the edges, fading gently into the background. What remains is a quiet awareness of how deeply supported you are in this moment. The path curls inward now, leading into a more sheltered space, a gentle hollow in the clouds. The lantern flowers nestle low around the edges, their light dim and steady, not asking for attention. Everything here is muted and calm, a soft nest of stillness waiting for you. When you pause, the path seems to cradle you where you stand. The clouds rise just enough to cushion your heels, the arches of your feet, the tips of your toes. It is as if the whole sky has gathered itself beneath you, simply to make things easy, to give your weight a place to rest. Breath moves in and out of your body in long, smooth waves. With each inhale, the hollow in the clouds feels slightly fuller, like it is breathing with you. With each slow exhale, your muscles unwind a bit more, sinking into the safety of this quiet, hidden space. The sense of playful wandering has now softened into a deep, drowsy calm. The path is no longer something to travel. It has become a place to simply be. Time here has thinned out, stretching into a wide, peaceful pause where nothing needs to happen. In this stillness, the air feels warm and velvety around you. You are wrapped in the gentle glow of the lantern flowers, in the soft embrace of the silken clouds, in the easy rhythm of your own slowing breath. Every part of you is welcome to relax. You might imagine yourself standing or slowly sinking down into the moss-like surface, allowing it to hold you the way the sea holds a floating leaf. No effort, no tension, only the sense of being supported from all sides. The cloud path curves quietly around you, like an arm, like a soft promise that you are safe to drift. Thoughts, if they come, arrive as whispers and dissolve just as easily. The lantern light hums silently nearby. The mist has grown so gentle that it hardly rises at all now. It simply lies across the path in a thin, silky layer, still and calm. Here, in this quiet, secluded fold of the clouds, you rest in a deep, easy comfort. Breath by breath, step by imaginary step, everything becomes softer, slower, and more distant. The world narrows to the feeling of warmth, to the softness beneath you, to the quiet weight of your own body letting go. Nothing is required. Nothing is urgent. Only this gentle, cloud-soft stillness remains, stretching out around you as you continue to sink into the silence, into the warmth, into the deep, soothing calm of the sky. The air grows even softer here, as if the sky itself is taking a slow, easy breath. Ahead, a wide open garden unfolds, quiet and welcoming, resting on the gentle curve of the clouds. The space feels spacious and safe, with no walls, no edges you need to worry about. Just a soft, endless openness, holding you with a quiet, steady calm. All around, blossoms float in the air. They are weightless, drifting on invisible currents, as if the sky has learned how to bloom. Petals hover at different heights, turning slowly, like snowflakes moving in slow motion. They are in no hurry at all. Their movement has the same rhythm as a long, deep breath. The colors are soft and kind, blush pink that melts into warm peach, gentle lavender, almost silver at the edges, pale blue, like the very first hint of morning. Each blossom glows with a faint pastel light, not bright, not sharp, just a calm, hazy glow that soothes the eyes and the mind. As you settle here, the garden seems to notice. The drifting blossoms sway a little closer, curious and friendly, as if they recognize your presence. A few petals dip and turn, slowly spiraling toward you. They stay light and easy in the air, never falling, never rushing, just quietly circling, like soft thoughts with no weight at all. One blossom floats near your face. Its petals are smooth and velvety, the glow dim and comforting. As it turns, you catch the faintest hint of a scent, gentle and clean, like rain that has just ended. It brushes past your cheek with the lightest touch, a whisper against the skin, barely there, and yet somehow deeply soothing. Each brush of a petal feels like the softest reassurance. A petal drifts past your hand and glides over your skin, like a sigh made of silk. Another settles near your shoulder for a moment, then rises again, carried by the slow, quiet air. Nothing clings, nothing presses. Everything is soft, light, and free. Notice how the blossoms move with your breathing. As you breathe in, they seem to gather a little closer, as though the air around you is gently drawing them in. As you exhale, they drift away again, floating back in loose, lazy spirals. Each breath becomes a slow tide, bringing the blossoms near, then letting them wander out again. Inhale, and the blossoms glide toward you, turning in place, soft colors folding and unfolding. Exhale, and they lean away, carried on that long, gentle stream of air spinning slowly as they go. The whole garden rises and falls in time with you, like you are sharing one peaceful, steady rhythm. The longer you stay, the slower everything becomes. Blossoms hang in the air, turning so gradually that you can barely see the movement, yet you feel it. You feel the quiet flow in the way their light shifts, in the way shadows soften and slide across their petals. It is the pace of deep rest, of thoughts that are finally getting tired enough to loosen and drift away. Some blossoms gather in small clusters, forming little clouds of color above you. They float together for a while, as if they have stories to share. Then, with a soft, unhurried sigh, the cluster breaks apart. Petals wander off in their own directions, creating new gentle patterns, new little swirls of calm in the air. Watching them, the mind begins to follow their example. Thoughts, once tight and busy, start to loosen like petals leaving the stem. They drift and turn and grow lighter with each breath. Nothing needs to be held onto here. Nothing needs to be solved. Everything can simply float. A blossom passes so close to your hand that your fingers tingle with its softness. You might imagine the texture smooth and warm, like a tiny cushion of air. It brushes across your palm, and with that delicate touch, it seems to lift away a little bit of tension. A small, unnoticed tightness, gently taken and carried off into the quiet space of the garden. Another blossom drifts over your chest, pausing for the length of a sigh. It rests there not heavy, just a cool, calm presence. Then it rises with your next breath, as if it has taken a piece of strain with it, something old and tired, something you no longer need to carry. It floats away, its soft color fading as it joins the other blossoms in the drifting dance above. The garden begins to feel like a slow, living lullaby. Blossoms sway and turn and glide in gentle arcs. They gather and separate over and over in a rhythm that asks nothing of you. Their motion is hypnotic in the sweetest way, asking only that your attention soften and wander with them. Your breathing is easy now. Each inhale is smooth and unforced. Each exhale feels a little longer, a little more complete. With every breath out, petals seem to catch the last bits of worry, the faint echoes of the day, and carry them off into the soft distance. Imagine those old worries as tiny specks of dust on the petals. They do not cling. They do not stain. They are simply gathered up and taken away, drawn into the slow, spiraling paths high above you. By the time the blossoms drift back near, they are clean and clear again, carrying only calm. All around, The garden holds you in a quiet embrace. The open space feels safe and gentle, like a soft blanket made of air and light. Blossoms move at the edges of your awareness, close enough to feel comforting, far enough to give you space to rest. You are surrounded, but never crowded, held, but never confined. Thoughts grow feather light. Each one that arises is touched by a petal, soothed, and then allowed to drift away. Even memories feel softer here, their edges rounded by the slow turning of the blossoms. Nothing is urgent. Nothing is demanding. Everything is allowed to come and go with the same quiet ease. You may notice how your body responds to this softness. Muscles let go, little by little, like petals loosening from a flower that has finished blooming for the day. Shoulders sink, the jaw slackens. Hands grow heavy and warm, even as the mind feels lighter and more spacious. Above, the blossoms turn in slow, sleepy spirals. Their pale light dims just a little, like a room growing cozy and still at the end of the evening. They continue to drift, to gather, to part, always in that same unhurried lullaby rhythm. Each cycle of movement leads you deeper into rest. Now the garden feels almost like a dream. The boundaries between air and petal, between body and space, blur in a soft, comforting way. You and the blossoms share the same gentle atmosphere, the same slow breath, the same quiet desire to rest. Thoughts are as soft and weightless as the petals turning all around, easy to release, easy to forget. Nothing more is needed here. Just this calm, this slow floating dance of blossoms, this feeling of being quietly, tenderly soothed, as if the whole sky is humming a soft goodnight. The petals keep drifting, turning, gathering and drifting apart again, slower and softer with each passing moment, until everything inside and around you is very still and very quiet and very at ease. The air grows even softer here, as if the whole sky is exhaling in one long, easy breath. Everything has slowed to a gentle hush. The colors around you feel muted and calm, as though the world has dimmed its brightness just enough to let your thoughts grow quiet. Ahead, the cloud path widens, and the mist thins into a pale, shimmering glow. In this quiet glow, tall shapes begin to form. They rise slowly from the haze, not solid, not heavy, but graceful and weightless. You find yourself moving toward them without hurry, carried by the same calm that fills the air. As you come closer, you see that they are trees made of cloud. Their trunks are thick, yet soft and yielding, columns of gentle vapor that curve upwards into the sky, branches spread out like long, drifting arms of mist, each one trailing tiny curls and swirls that shift with every breath of air. The leaves are not leaves at all, but small, delicate wisps that drift and swirl. They gather and separate again, in a slow, peaceful rhythm. Each time a breeze touches them, they move with the lightest sound, like a whisper just at the edge of hearing. You stand at the edge of this quiet grove and notice how still everything feels here. The world outside seems very far away. The only sounds are the soft, steady hush of the air moving through cloud branches and the low, soothing murmur of mist brushing against mist. You take a slow breath in and a slow breath out. With each breath, the grove seems to welcome you more deeply. The cloud trees lean in around you, forming a tender, protective circle, their branches arching overhead in a gentle, misty canopy. You move toward one of the trees, drawn by its calm presence. Its trunk looks like a tall, rounded pillar of pale, glowing cloud. Close up, the surface seems to swirl very slowly, like milk stirred into warm water. You can almost feel the softness before you touch it. You reach out, or simply imagine reaching out, and the cloud trunk meets you with perfect gentleness. It is cool at first, then quickly warms to match your own warmth. The surface yields easily under your touch, forming a smooth, supportive cushion that seems to understand exactly how much to give. The tree invites you to rest. You lean your back against the trunk, and the cloud immediately flows to meet your shape. It cradles the curve of your shoulders, the length of your spine, the weight of your head. Every point of contact is supported, held, and softly embraced. Any places that carried effort or strain begin to loosen. The cloud adjusts to you, rather than asking you to adjust to it. It lifts where you need lifting, fills in where you need support, and settles under you with a steady, loving patience. You allow your body to grow heavier against the trunk. Shoulders drift a little lower. Arms rest more easily. The gentle weight of you is welcomed, as if this tree has been waiting for just this moment, just this shape to arrive. Above you, the cloud branches sway very slowly. Every tiny movement creates a soft, rustling sigh. It sounds a bit like distant waves washing up on a quiet shore. It also sounds a little like many kind voices, whispering at once in a language too kind to need words. The more you listen, the more the sounds melt together into one steady, soothing hush. Nothing sharp, nothing loud, only the soft, continuous comfort of this living, breathing grove. The tree behind you hums with the same gentle sound, a low, almost silent presence that you feel more than hear. With every slow breath in, the cloud trunk seems to rise slightly, meeting your back with new softness. With every slow breath out, it settles and sinks, as if exhaling with you. The two of you move together in a shared rhythm of ease. You might feel how the last bits of tension still held in your muscles begin to soften, perhaps a small tightness in the neck, or a little grip in the jaw, or a lingering weight between the eyes. The cloud seems to notice all of it, without judgment, without hurry. It simply surrounds each place with warmth and yielding support until those tight spots no longer feel the need to hold on. If any thoughts drift across your mind, the mist around you receives them with the same quiet acceptance. The rustling branches seem to listen, without asking you to explain or decide anything. Thoughts can appear and then dissolve into the pale, swirling air, like small ripples vanishing on a calm pond. You do not need to push thoughts away. You do not need to fix or change them. Here, they are gently absorbed, softened by the whispering of the trees, until they fade into the general hush. What remains is only the feeling of being understood without a single word spoken. The grove feels like a sanctuary high above everything else. The cloud trunks around you stand tall and quiet, forming a soft circle of guardians. Their branches cross and weave overhead, their misty leaves drifting in a slow, protective dance. You are safely wrapped inside this tender, cloud-woven shelter. The air is pleasantly cool against your skin, yet there is a deep, quiet warmth where your body meets the trunk. It is the warmth of being held, the warmth of complete permission to rest. You can feel the support behind you, not pressing, not demanding, just there, steady and kind. Each breath becomes simpler. In, soft and easy. Out, long and unhurried. The hush of the trees seems to stretch out each exhale, giving it time to unfold and disappear into the mist. With every exhale, It feels as though you are giving the cloud tree any remaining weight you have been carrying. Old worries, small concerns, leftover tension. They all slide out of your body and into the gentle trunk behind you. The tree absorbs it all without effort, turning it into more softness, more quiet, more space for peace. You do not need to hold anything up anymore. The tree holds you. The grove holds you. The entire sky, wide and still, seems to be holding you in a slow, endless embrace. Above, the whispers of the cloud leaves grow even more delicate. They no longer sound like separate murmurs, but like one continuous, soothing breath that flows around you and through you. It fills your ears with calm. It fills your chest with ease. If a thought appears now, it arrives gently, like a feather landing on water. And then it slips away again, blending into the soft, steady sound of the grove. You are free to simply be here, resting, breathing, held. The world has narrowed to this one simple feeling, the feeling of a safe support at your back, the feeling of a hushed canopy above, the feeling of your own breath settling into a slower, quieter rhythm. Nothing is asked of you here. Nothing is expected. You are already enough, exactly as you are, leaning into the softness, letting it shape itself around you with effortless care. The edges of your awareness begin to blur, like mist merging with mist. Shapes soften, sounds blend, time stretches. The whispers above you become a single, gentle lullaby of air and cloud and quiet. All that remains is the slow, soothing rise and fall of your breath. The warm, patient support of the cloud trunk at your back, and the peaceful sense of being completely held, completely safe, as the whispers of the grove drift on into a deep, comforting hush, and then into silence. The path grows softer underfoot, as if each step is cushioned by quiet light. The air is cool and gentle here, easy on the skin, easy on the breath. All around, the garden hushes into a deeper calm, as though it is holding its breath with you, in a kind and peaceful way. Ahead, a faint glow begins to gather, low to the ground. Not bright, not sharp, just a soft, living shimmer. As you move closer, the glow separates into many shallow pools, spread out like tiny moons, resting on the surface of the clouds. Each one is made not of water, but of luminous mist, swirling and drifting in slow, soothing patterns. The pools are quiet and still, yet always moving. Gentle spirals turn within them, faint trails of silver and pale blue, like light remembering how to breathe. Nothing rushes here. Everything happens in its own slow, comforting time. You come to the edge of one of these mist pools and pause. The surface looks almost solid, yet see-through, like a thin layer of glowing frost floating over the cloud. The light is cool, but not cold. It feels inviting, as if it has been waiting patiently for you. You lower yourself to the ground, settling into a comfortable kneel beside the pool. The cloud beneath you is soft and steady, holding your weight with easy strength. Your body rests a little more fully, as if it understands that it has reached a place meant for quiet release. The mist inside the pool swirls in slow circles, turning and folding in on itself. Each curl of light is unhurried, relaxed, peaceful. You can simply watch, breathing gently, letting your chest rise and fall at the same unhurried pace. As you watch, the glow seems to respond to the rhythm of your breath. On each in-breath, the light gathers, soft and full. On each out-breath, it spreads in subtle ripples, drifting toward the edges of the pool. Your breathing and the mist begin to move together, like two calm tides meeting. After a moment, you reach out one hand toward the surface. Your fingers hover just above the glowing mist, feeling a faint coolness in the air. The light seems to stretch upward, curious and kind, waiting to meet your touch. You let your fingertips sink slowly into the pool. The mist parts with no resistance at all, cool and tingly against your skin. It feels like dipping your hand into a breath of fresh night air, soft and clean, with a gentle electric sparkle that wakes the skin without stirring the mind. Where your fingers move, the pool responds. Slow ripples of light spread out in widening circles, drifting across the mist. Each circle is calm and steady, expanding at the same pace as a long, easy exhale. You watch them glide outward, one after another, as if carrying something away. With each quiet ripple, the mist seems to draw out a little of the day's heaviness. Any leftover noise, any tangled thought, any small weight you might still be holding. It all loosens at the edges, softening as the luminous rings travel outward. The mist receives it without effort, dissolving it into pale, peaceful light. You trail your hand slowly from side to side, tracing lazy paths through the glow. The coolness soothes your skin, a light tingling that feels both cleansing and deeply gentle. Your wrist, your palm, each finger, all bathed in this calm, luminous touch. If you like, you can imagine that each movement through the mist collects a strand of tension, a tiny line of worry, a faint echo of sound, a leftover piece of the day. And as the light ripples away, those strands are carried off, thinned and thinned, until they fade into the quiet air. Your other hand may rest loosely in your lap, heavy and relaxed. Or it might join the first, fingertips dipping into the glow, mirroring its soft circles. Either way, your shoulders ease, your neck softens, and the small muscles in your face gently let go. The pool's mist embraces your touch, then glides back into place, leaving no trace but calm. It is as if the surface is always new, always clear, always ready to receive anything you are ready to release. You do not need to try. You only need to rest here with it, in this easy exchange of breath and light. After a while, you may let your hands withdraw from the pool. As your fingers leave the mist, the cool tingling lingers pleasantly on your skin. You notice how clean the air feels around you now, how open and quiet it seems inside your chest. Your hands find a comfortable place to rest, perhaps on your legs or at your sides. They feel heavier in a good way, as if they are being gently held by the cloud beneath you. Any urge to move quickly softens, replaced by a slow, contented stillness. You watch the pool continue its calm, swirling, even without your touch. The mist folds and unfolds, making tiny, endless patterns of light. Each soft spiral seems to say, in its own silent language, that everything can be simple here. Just breath, just glow, just quiet. Now, notice your breathing again. In, easy and natural. Out, long and soft. As you inhale, imagine the pool drawing in light from somewhere deep and peaceful. As you exhale, picture that light spreading out across the surface, smooth and wide, like a gentle sigh. With each breath, the circles of light become slower, larger, more spacious. You can almost feel them inside your mind, moving outward from the center, carrying away any last bits of clutter. Thoughts that once felt loud now soften and drift, like leaves floating off on a slow current. If you wish, You can bring your toes a little closer to the pool. Maybe you stretch one foot forward, just enough to let your toes brush the luminous mist. The same cool, tingling touch greets them, delicate and refreshing. Tiny rings of light spread outward from each small movement, like calm bells ringing silently through the waterless pool. With every ripple, the sense of cleansing deepens. From your toes, up through your legs, through your belly and chest and shoulders, a quiet wave of relief travels slowly upward. It is as though the luminous mist is washing you from the inside out, not with water, but with soft, patient clarity. All the while, your body becomes heavier, more settled. The cloud beneath you feels even softer, even more supportive, as if it understands that you are ready to rest. Your awareness, though, grows lighter and clearer, like a small, steady light floating above a tranquil lake. The pools around you glow gently, each one a calm, breathing circle of mist. Their combined light is tender and low, perfect for drifting. Nothing sharp, nothing bright, only the softest shades of silver and pale blue, pulsing in time with the deep, unhurried rhythm of rest. You may feel now that your thoughts have become as light as the mist itself. They swirl for a moment, then dissolve, leaving wide, open spaces of quiet inside. In those spaces, your breath moves freely, smooth and unforced. In those spaces, you find only ease. The pool in front of you gives one last long, slow ripple, expanding to the very edges, then settling back into perfect calm. Your mind follows it, expanding gently, then coming to rest. No effort, just a soft landing in stillness. Here, in this place of luminous mist and quiet breath, everything is simple and kind. Your body is safe and supported. Your thoughts have room to drift away. And what remains is a deep, clear serenity, like a soft light resting in the center of your being. You linger here, breathing with the mist, feeling the calm reach every corner of you. Each inhale cool and easy, each exhale soft and releasing. The pools continue their gentle glowing dance, while you settle more and more deeply into quiet, into softness, into a silence that holds you with infinite care. The air around you grows even softer now, quiet, gentle, as if the whole sky is taking a slow, deep breath with you. The cloud beneath you feels steady and warm, like a soft nest that understands your shape. Far above, the sky is pale and calm. All around, the mist hangs in slow, easy curls, moving the way peaceful thoughts move, unhurried and kind. In this calm place, the mist begins to gather. At first, it is only a slight thickening of the air, a tender weight close by. Then slowly, it starts to form a shape, soft edges, round, gentle curves. Nothing sharp, nothing sudden. From the drifting whiteness, a large cloud-like companion begins to appear. It is shaped a little like a great resting animal, or maybe like a guardian made of sky. Its body is full and pillowy, with folds of cloud that look as if they would feel like the softest blanket. It moves with a slow, quiet grace, as if it has all the time in the world to be here with you. The shape comes closer, never rushing, simply gliding through the air. You sense that it is smiling, even if its features are only hinted at in the mist. Calm eyes seem to open, deep and soothing, made of a slightly denser glow within the cloud. Those eyes rest on you with gentle attention, steady and reassuring, like a warm hand resting lightly over yours. As it settles beside you, the cloud companion curls its great soft body around you in a loose, protective arc. Not too close, not too far, just right. You can feel the suggestion of its presence, like a comforting weight nearby, guarding your rest without asking anything from you. Each slow breath you take seems to sync with this cloud creature. Its rounded sides rise and fall in a peaceful rhythm. You breathe in, it seems to breathe in. You breathe out, and its whole form loosens and softens, as if exhaling with you, releasing any tension that might still linger in your body. The air around its body is a little warmer, a little calmer. You can almost feel a soft, invisible blanket of ease spreading from it, wrapping gently around your shoulders, your chest, your back. In this quiet closeness, every tight place in your body starts to understand that it can let go now. Nothing is needed. Nothing is demanded. You are simply being kept company. Above, smaller wisps of cloud begin to gather too, as if drawn to the peace that has settled here. They swirl together, then drift apart, playful and light. One becomes the shape of a little bird with broad, pillowy wings, gliding in slow circles. Another suggests a tiny, round animal with a soft, curled tail, tumbling lazily through the air. As these little cloud creatures move, they leave behind delicate trails of shimmer, like faint paths of glittering calm that slowly dissolve into the sky. Wherever they pass, the air feels even more relaxed, more at ease. It is as if their playfulness brushes away the last traces of worry, smoothing out any remaining ripples of thought. The larger companion beside you watches them too, its calm eyes kind and amused. You can feel that it is pleased they are here, sharing this gentle moment. Together, they form a small, peaceful family of cloud beings, drifting and resting near you, each one carrying the same quiet intention: to be here, to keep watch, to surround you with softness. A tiny cloud bird floats closer, its wings moving in the slowest of flutters. It pauses near your shoulder, as if listening to the steady rhythm of your breathing. Then it turns, drifting in a graceful loop around you, leaving behind a faint, sparkling trail that feels like a cool, calming breeze across your skin. With each loop, your thoughts grow slower, quieter, more distant. The little round cloud creature bumps lightly against the larger guardian, then lazily rolls along its back, like a child resting against a parent. It makes a soft, puffed-out shape as it settles, relaxed and content. From somewhere within, you sense a gentle, shared happiness, a quiet joy in simply being close, being safe, being still. The great cloud companion curls just a little closer, its protective arc closing in a peaceful embrace that never presses, never crowds. It feels like lying beside a kind, loyal animal, one that understands the language of silence. Its presence says, without words, I am here. You are not alone. Rest is safe. Your body hears this message more deeply than your mind. Your muscles feel heavier, as if the cloud beneath you is drawing out the weight of the day, holding it for you so you no longer have to. Your jaw loosens. Your chest softens. Your hands and feet grow pleasantly warm, then pleasantly distant, floating on the edge of sleep. High above, a few more tiny shapes appear, drifting like slow, gentle kites through the sky. Some look like birds, some like soft, round guardians with little arms made of mist. They move in wide, lazy circles, weaving in and out of each other, leaving overlapping trails of tiny, shimmering calm that settle down over you, layer upon layer. Each layer feels like another reason to trust this moment, another reason to soften into it. The air becomes a cradle of quiet lightness, and inside that cradle, you are held. not tightly, just enough. The big cloud companion lowers its head slightly, as if resting it beside yours. Its eyes grow even softer, more dreamlike. You might imagine a slow, thoughtful blink, the kind that animals give when they feel absolutely safe. You sense that it is keeping watch, staying fully awake, so that you are free to drift as far into rest as you wish. Around you, the playful little cloud shapes begin to slow their movement, as if even they are becoming sleepy. The bird-like one folds its misty wings and settles near your feet, a soft guardian at the edge of your awareness. The small round one curls into a tiny, peaceful ball at your side, the suggestion of a gentle heartbeat pulsing in the air. Their glittering trails fade into a faint, silvery haze that settles over you like the lightest veil. It carries with it the feeling of being quietly cared for, watched over with tenderness and patience. Here, you do not have to be strong. You do not have to be alert. You are allowed to be soft too, just like them. The great cloud guardian breathes with you again, in and out, slow and calm. With every out-breath, its presence seems to whisper to your body, release, rest, sink. Your thoughts, once perhaps busy or bright, now drift like very distant clouds on a far horizon. They're still there somewhere, but they do not ask for attention. What is close, what is real in this moment, is the warm, protective curve of the cloud beside you, the gentle shapes nearby, and the deep, soothing quiet that settles over everything. Here, you are held in a soft circle of companionship. No words are needed. No effort is needed. You are simply surrounded by kindness, by gentle eyes and soft edges, by beings made only of care and calm. Breath by breath, the edges of the world grow blurrier, dreamier. The cloud beneath you feels even more inviting, drawing you down into its tender depths. Your body knows what to do. It knows how to rest when it is safe, when it is cared for, when it is not alone. The big companion remains by your side, steady and unwavering, a quiet guardian in the mist. The smaller shapes rest in their places, peaceful and still. Their presence lingers like a warm, faint glow around you, a promise that this comfort will remain as long as you need it. And now, in this gentle circle of cloud creatures, watched over by calm eyes and soft, patient hearts, you are free to drift, to loosen, to sink even more deeply into the quiet, nurturing silence that waits just beneath each slow, easy breath. The path of cloud beneath your feet grows wider and smoother now, like a soft, pale ribbon stretching into the night. The air is cooler here, gentle and easy on the skin, carrying the faintest hint of something sweet and clean, like rain that has already passed. Above, the sky is open and calm, a deep velvet darkness, and the silver moon hangs low and close, as if it has drifted down just for this quiet moment. Ahead, a wide pavilion slowly takes shape out of the mist. It is formed entirely of luminous cloud, soft and strong at the same time, its arches rising like curved white wings into the night. The edges glow with a quiet light, not bright, only a soft silver shimmer that makes everything feel peaceful and safe. With each easy breath, the space feels closer, more inviting, as if it has been waiting. As you step onto the floor of the pavilion, the cloud beneath you feels deeper, more cushioned. The surface gently yields, then supports you, cradling the weight of your body with effortless kindness. The stillness here is different, thicker, as though the world beyond the pavilion has become very far away, muffled and distant, while here, everything is simple and still. The moon hangs just beyond the open arches, large and silver, a quiet guardian in the sky. Moonlight pours through the openings, spilling across the pale floor in long, soft patterns. They move slowly, almost lazily, as the thin clouds high above drift and reshape the paths of light. You can watch these silver pools slide and stretch, changing so gently that it feels like time itself has slowed down. A faint breeze wanders through the arches, unhurried and soft. It brushes over your skin with a kind, cool touch, barely there, just enough to remind you that the air is alive and tender around you. Each breath comes easier here. Inhale, and the air feels fresh and open. Exhale, and something inside settles, unwinds, and lets go. In the center of the pavilion, a wide, low cushion of cloud waits, plush and luminous, like a soft bed made from moonlit mist. You move toward it at an easy, unhurried pace, feeling the cloud floor gently adjust to every step. When you reach the cushion and lower yourself down, it receives your body with perfect softness. You sink in just enough, held in a gentle embrace, as if the cloud has learned the shape of your body and is happy to support every curve. As you recline, your back eases into the softness. Your shoulders melt down and out, no longer needing to hold anything up. The back of your head is supported, cradled by the cloud, so that your neck can release all its effort. Your legs grow heavy and warm, the cloud rising just enough to meet the backs of your knees, your calves, your heels, until everything is supported, nothing left to carry. A long, slow breath moves through you. The air comes in cool and light and leaves your body warm and relaxed. With each exhale, your weight sinks a little deeper into the cushion. Your body feels heavy, grounded, steady. Yet your thoughts begin to feel lighter, softer, like small clouds moving across a calm sky. You gaze, or simply sense, the open arches around you, framing the vast night. The moon is close, luminous and gentle, never harsh, never glaring. Its light paints the inside of the pavilion with silver and pale blue, touching the cloud walls, the arches, and the soft floor at your feet. The patterns on the floor continue their slow, delicate shifting, like reflections on quiet water. You might notice how the moonlight slides across your resting body. Perhaps it brushes your hands, your arms, your face in a cool, tender glow. Where the light touches, your muscles seem to loosen even more, like a soft hand smoothing away the last traces of tension. Where there is shadow, the darkness is deep but comforting, like a warm blanket. The breeze returns in a gentle wave, wandering through the pavilion, then calming again. It carries with it the soft scent of night, clean and pure, mixed with something faintly sweet, like distant flowers hidden in starlight. As it passes over you, every part of you it touches grows a little more relaxed. Your eyelids feel comfortably heavy, as though they too are ready to rest in the moonlit quiet. Time here has its own slow rhythm. Moments stretch out like long, smooth breaths. Nothing rushes, nothing presses, nothing is expected. The pavilion exists just as it is, wide and open and safe, and you are simply here, resting at its heart. The outside world feels very far away now. No sounds reach you except the soft hush of the breeze and the barely there whisper of cloud beneath you. Thoughts that once felt busy or loud now drift by like distant shapes, already fading. They come, they pass, and then they are gone, like breath on a mirror, leaving only stillness behind. As you lie here, It is easy to sense the difference between your body and your thoughts. Your body feels pleasantly heavy, anchored to the cloud cushion, every limb supported. Your thoughts, though, grow lighter and lighter, unimportant, unhurried. They begin to float, to thin out, like mist, lifting from a quiet field at dawn. The more your body settles, the more your mind softens. The moonlit arches blur at the edges, becoming softer, less defined. The lines between the pavilion and the open sky feel less clear, as though everything is gently blending together into one calm, silvery space. Here, waking and dreaming come close to each other, almost touching. You might notice how spacious the air feels around you, as if you are resting in the center of a soft, glowing breath. Each inhale brings in cool, moonlit calm. Each exhale carries away the weight of the day, any tightness, any concern, dissolving it into the clouds beneath you. Breath by breath, the pavilion grows quieter, and you grow quieter with it. The moon seems to watch over you with patient kindness, unblinking, steady. Its light never wavers, a constant, gentle presence in the sky. It feels as if it is holding this space open for you, guarding this calm, sacred stillness, so you have nothing to do but rest, nothing to manage, nothing to remember. In this wide, open cloud pavilion, you are wrapped in softness from all sides. Beneath you, the cushion of cloud holds your body with unwavering support. Around you, the arches rise like protective arms, open yet sheltering. Above you, the moon hangs low and bright, a quiet companion, keeping watch in silence. The shifting patterns of light on the floor slow even more now, almost still. Your breath has found its own easy rhythm, slow and deep, without any effort from you. Each gentle rise and fall of your chest echoes the slow drift of the clouds above, the lazy movement of silver light across the floor. Everything moves together in one calm, unhurried flow. Thoughts may flicker softly at the edge of awareness, but they do not need your attention. They are just tiny clouds passing across a boundless night sky, appearing, then thinning, then disappearing, leaving the sky open and clear again. You remain here, resting in the center of this quiet space, supported and safe, floating between wakefulness and dreams. The heaviness in your body feels good, like a welcome weight pulling you deeper into comfort. Your arms and legs feel warm and distant, as if they are slowly melting into the cloud beneath them. Your face smooths, your jaw loosens, the muscles around your eyes soften completely. Even the small muscles inside, deep in your chest and belly, begin to unwind, letting your breathing become even slower, even easier. All around, the pavilion holds its peaceful silence. The moon keeps pouring out its soft silver light, patient and endless. The open night stretches in every direction. Yet here at the center, all you feel is closeness, gentleness, and rest. Nothing pulls you away, nothing disturbs the quiet. You drift in this sacred stillness, body heavy, thoughts light, your whole being wrapped in softness. Every breath carries you a little deeper into ease, into calm, into a quiet that feels timeless and kind. The luminous clouds, the open arches, the low silver moon, all of it settles around you like a soothing lullaby without words. And here, in this calm, moonlit space, you simply continue to rest, held, safe, drifting softly. As the night keeps watch in perfect, gentle silence, the cloud beneath you feels steady and kind, like a soft bed that knows the shape of your body. The air around you is quiet and cool, with a gentle warmth that holds you without asking anything at all. Breath by breath, the whole garden settles into an easy hush. Nothing needs to happen. Nothing needs to change. You are already resting inside the calm. Somewhere deep in that comfort, something begins to loosen. The edges of your body soften. The weight in your muscles grows heavy and relaxed. And then, almost without noticing when it began, you sense a slow, barely there lift. It is as if the cloud under you has become lighter, as if it has decided to rise, with you resting safely on top of it. No effort, no strain, only the gentlest upward drift, like a leaf carried by a calm evening breeze. The surface beneath you stays soft and supportive. You do not have to help it, or guide it, or steer it. You are simply carried, held in an easy upward glide. As you slowly rise, the sounds of the garden grow softer and more distant. Any little rustle, any quiet motion below becomes part of a single, peaceful hum. You feel the air, smooth and mild against your skin, wrapping around you in a slow, quiet embrace. Your breath moves in an easy rhythm, matching the lift and fall of the cloud. On each in-breath, there is a feeling of gentle expanding. On each out-breath, everything inside you lets go a little more. Now the garden is beneath you. You do not see it with sharp detail. You sense it all at once, like a soft picture spread out under a silver-blue evening light. Below, the winding paths curve and weave like gentle streams of pale color. They wander between resting trees and quiet pools, looping back on themselves in calm, unhurried lines. Nothing in this view is straight or harsh. Everything bends and flows in its own slow, comfortable way. The pools glow faintly, like quiet lanterns in the dusk. Their surfaces are smooth and still, sending up a soft silver gleam. Here and there, a slow ripple moves across the water, then fades again into perfect calm. The trees stand in clusters and gentle arcs, their tops rounded and soft. They seem to lean together like old friends, sharing the same peaceful silence. Their shapes blur slightly under the blue light, edges melting into the quiet air. From up here, the whole garden feels like one living, breathing presence. Every path, every pool, every tree, every resting place is part of the same deep calm. And you are floating just above it all, easy and safe. The cloud carries you higher by only a little, then begins to rock in a slow, tender rhythm, a careful, gentle swaying, like a boat on a very soft tide. The motion is so gradual that your body melts into it, trusting it completely. With each tiny rise, your chest feels a little lighter. With each tiny fall, your shoulders and back release more of their weight. The whole of you begins to move with the cloud, no longer separate, no longer holding itself up. You do not need to manage this motion. It is happening for you, around you, and through you. Nothing to fix, nothing to keep track of. Only the rocking, only the breath. As you drift, the silver blue light around you seems to grow softer. It has no hard source, no sharp glow. It feels like the sky itself is quietly shining, bathing the garden below in a calm evening haze. That gentle light touches the paths, the pools, the trees. It touches every stone and leaf and resting place. And with each place it touches, a little more peace seems to rise up toward you, like a slow, invisible mist. You may notice a sense of spaciousness opening inside your chest, a feeling of wide open sky spreading softly behind your heart. Nothing pushing, nothing pulling, just room. just ease. Every breath flows in and out without effort, as if the garden is breathing with you from below. When you inhale, it is as though you are drawing up the calm of the paths, the stillness of the pools, the softness of the trees. When you exhale, the last bits of strain slide away, drifting down into the quiet light. Thoughts, if they appear, arrive gently and then recede, like distant shapes moving across the garden far beneath you. They do not need to be followed. They do not need to be pushed away. They can simply pass through, growing softer and softer until they fade into the same peaceful blue. The cloud rocks you again in its slow tide, up a little and down a little. The rhythm is smooth and consistent, like a lullaby without words. Your body understands this language of motion and begins to rest even more deeply. Notice how good it feels to have nothing to hold on to, nothing to brace against, nothing to control. The cloud supports you completely. The air cradles you gently. The garden offers its calm from below. You might sense the winding paths sending up their quiet assurance. They have no rush, no urgency. They turn when they wish to turn, pause when they wish to pause, and in their own time, they always arrive where they are meant to be. Their ease becomes your ease. The glowing pools below reflect the soft light upward, like small, steady hearts of calm. Their stillness rises to meet you, bathing the underside of the cloud, soaking into your body. A cool, relaxing peace flows up through your back, your shoulders, your neck, all the way into your face, softening your jaw, your forehead, your eyes. The trees beneath you seem to breathe slowly in the silver blue air. Roots resting deep, branches relaxed and open. Their quiet, grounded energy drifts upward as well, giving you a deep sense of being supported, even as you float. All the peace of the garden is flowing upward now. It moves through the sky like a gentle tide, rising into you, filling you with quiet restfulness. From your toes to your legs, to your hips and belly, from your chest to your shoulders, your arms, your hands, from your neck to your scalp, and all through your mind. With every breath, more of that peace settles inside you, like soft light settling into still water. Any last bits of tension, anywhere in your body, loosen and dissolve. They sink away into the cloud, into the air, into the calm. The gentle rocking continues, slowly up and slowly down, as if the whole sky has become a quiet sea, and you are resting on its easiest, kindest waves. Awareness begins to blur pleasantly at the edges. Details become less important. You know the garden is there, safe and serene beneath you, but you do not need to see it clearly. You only need to feel its comfort holding you from below. The silver blue light around you grows even more soothing, like the soft dimness just before sleep. Your thoughts grow slower, fewer, quieter. Your breath is unhurried and deep without trying to be. Here, in this drifting space, nothing is expected of you. You are not responsible for anything. You are not needed anywhere else. All that exists in this moment is floating and breathing. The cloud cradles you. The sky surrounds you. The garden supports you from far below, sending up wave after wave of quiet peace. If you wish, you can imagine that every time you breathe out, your whole body becomes a little lighter. Muscles looser, mind quieter, as though you are slowly dissolving into the cloud, becoming one with its softness. Thoughts may dim like distant lights, fading gently into the blue. Emotions and worries unwind, untie, and slip away. Nothing holds you, Nothing tugs at you, only the slow, safe rocking. Now the cloud rises and falls in such a tender rhythm that it almost feels still. Time itself seems to stretch and soften, like the sky around you. You do not have to go anywhere. You do not have to do anything. Just floating, just breathing, just resting in this wide, quiet space. All the calm of the gardens lives inside you now, warm and steady. The paths, the pools, the trees, the gentle light, the soft air. Their peace has become your peace. Their stillness has become your stillness. Held by the cloud, rocked by the sky, you sink deeper into this hushed, drifting state. Each breath carries you a little further into ease, a little deeper into rest. And as the garden lies quietly beneath you, and the silver blue evening wraps around you, everything in you is free to simply let go and drift into quiet, spacious silence. The air is very soft here now, quiet, still. All around, the gardens rest in a deep, gentle calm. The sky above feels close and kind, like a quiet blanket. Every sound is distant and hushed, as if the whole world is exhaling slowly with you. Ahead, in a small hidden corner of the clouds, a sanctuary waits. A little hollow, tucked safely away from everything else. It is private, sheltered, and perfectly peaceful. Nothing hurried can reach it. Nothing heavy needs to follow you in. The path curves gently toward it, and each step grows slower, easier. Cloud beneath your feet feels thicker, more comforting, like layers of soft, warm cotton. With every breath, the body loosens just a little more. Shoulders sink, the face relaxes. Soon you arrive at the opening of this quiet place. A rounded alcove forms in the cloud itself, like a nest shaped just for you. Its edges are smooth and pillowy, rising up around you in a gentle embrace. The center is deeper, softer, inviting you to rest there. As you move closer, the cloud seems to welcome you. It has the feeling of a favorite place, one that already knows the weight and shape of your body, a place that remembers how you like to rest, how you like to be held. Now you ease yourself down into the cloud nest. The surface lifts to meet you, instead of you having to reach for it. Your body is received with complete acceptance. Nothing is too much. Nothing is not enough. Cloud gathers under you, thick and tender. Your back is supported. Your hips and legs are cushioned. Your arms can fall wherever they want to, and the cloud simply rises to meet them. Feel how the nest shapes itself around every curve and contour. The back of your head, the line of your shoulders, the gentle weight of your spine, the soft heaviness of your legs and feet. Wherever there is a place that usually feels pressure, the cloud softens it. Wherever there is a little ache, the nest gives extra support. It is as if it understands the exact map of your body and is quietly adjusting to care for you. Beneath you, a gentle warmth begins to spread. It is not too hot, not too strong, just a mild, soothing heat, like sun-warmed fabric or a soft hand resting lightly. The warmth moves slowly outward, flowing under your muscles, under your bones. From the base of the spine, warmth unfurls. It drifts up along the back, easing each small, tired place. It moves into the shoulders, loosening what has been tight for so long. Knots soften, edges blur. The gentle heat continues down through the hips and into the thighs. Every bit of effort in your legs begins to melt away. Calves relax, shins relax, ankles and feet relax. The cloud nest receives all of this weight with steady, loving support. Breathing naturally shifts to match this comfort. Inhale and feel the cloud rise almost imperceptibly, as though it is breathing with you. Exhale, and feel your body sink a little deeper, a little heavier, completely allowed to let go. Nothing to hold up, nothing to manage. With each breath out, something else releases. Thoughts slow down and drift to the edges, like distant birds crossing a far-off sky. They can come and go without needing your attention. Here, in this soft sanctuary, nothing asks you to think or decide. The only task is no task at all, just resting, just being, letting the cloud nest cradle you exactly as you are in this moment. Warmth spreads behind the heart now, like a quiet glow. The chest feels gently held, gently supported from beneath. Ribs open a little with each easy breath in. They fall comfortably, unhurried, with each breath out. Feel how safe it is to breathe here. No rush, no effort. Each inhale glides in, and each exhale drifts out, as though the cloud itself is breathing for you. The cloud nest rises softly against the back of your head and neck. It fills every small space, so you do not need to brace or strain. Your jaw loosens without trying. The tongue rests comfortably. The muscles around the eyes smooth and settle. A sense of deep safety begins to wrap around you like another layer of softness. You are hidden here, in the most comforting way, protected by gentle curves of cloud on every side, held from beneath, sheltered above. Nothing from outside needs you now. No message, no memory, no unfinished task. All of that can wait in another place, another time. Here, there is no schedule, no expectation. You are already doing everything you need to do simply by resting, simply by allowing yourself to be supported. If the mind wanders, that is all right. The words can fade into the background whenever they like. You can drift toward them or away from them, just as the body needs. The cloud nest remains steady, always here, always warm beneath you. Heaviness gathers in the limbs, but it is a peaceful heaviness. Arms feel pleasantly weighted, as though wrapped in soft blankets of cloud. Hands can loosen, fingers uncurling, palms open and at ease. Legs grow heavier, sinking deep into the nest, perfectly comfortable. Even the smallest muscles begin to let go. Tiny places around the nose, around the forehead, around the mouth. All of them softening, unwinding, as if they have all the time in the world to rest. If you notice any place that still holds on, imagine the cloud nest gently thickening there. More softness, more support. As though the clouds say, quietly, you do not have to hold yourself up here. Breaths grow longer now, but also lighter, more effortless, in and out, carried on a quiet rhythm that asks nothing from you. You are being breathed. You are being held. You are being kept safe in this high, hidden sanctuary. Here, you are exactly where you need to be. Not a step behind, not a step ahead. There is nowhere else you must go, and nothing else you must become. The gardens around you are calm, unchanging, like a gentle guard standing watch while you rest. The air is kind. The clouds are kind. Even time itself feels soft and slow, stretching out so you can relax as deeply as you wish. If sleep wants to come, it can come quietly, like a cloud settling over a still lake. If rest without sleep is what feels right, that is welcome too. Everything is allowed here. Everything is understood. The cloud nest continues to cradle you, rising and falling so slightly with each easy breath. Warmth supporting you from underneath. Softness holding every part of you in place. Safe, protected, completely accepted. Thoughts may drift further away now, like fading echoes. Words may grow softer, like a lullaby heard from the next room. What remains clear is the feeling of support, of comfort, of being gently embraced by the clouds. And so you rest here, in this quiet sanctuary, held by the thickest, warmest clouds, body heavy and at ease, breath slow and soft. Nothing is required, nothing is missing. Only this gentle stillness, only this deep, peaceful comfort as you continue to drift and sink into the soft, waiting silence. The clouds around you are very quiet now. The soft garden paths have grown still. Everything feels unhurried and gentle and calm, almost as if the whole sky is resting with you. The air is so light here. Each breath moves through you like a slow, warm breeze. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Only this easy, floating stillness, holding you exactly where you are. You have walked among these cloud-top gardens. You have felt the softness beneath your feet, the calm around your heart. All of that is still here. It lingers in the air like a faint, sweet scent that never quite fades. As you rest here, notice how your body feels supported. The cloud beneath you shapes itself perfectly to your weight. It rises up to meet you, gentle and sure. You do not need to hold yourself up. You are being held. The sky above is wide and open, yet it feels safe and close and kind. You are cradled in a quiet space that belongs only to you. Nothing can rush you here. Time loosens and softens, and everything you once needed to do can wait somewhere far away. If a thought appears, it can drift by like a small cloud on the horizon. It does not need to stay. It does not need to be followed. It can simply pass slowly and peacefully across your inner sky. In this soft place, even your breath feels like a gentle friend. In and out, in and out. Each exhale a small letting go, a deeper melting into safety. Each inhale a quiet reminder that you are here and you are all right. The cloud-top gardens are now woven into you. They are not only in the sky above, they are in the slow, steady rhythm of your breathing. They are in the loosened muscles of your shoulders, your jaw, your hands. They are in the calm that has spread through every part of you. Whenever you wish, you can return to this feeling. You may be lying in your own bed, in your own familiar room, yet the softness of these clouds is never far. All it takes is a small pause, a gentle breath, a quiet remembering of the calm you feel right now. In that remembering, the gardens rise again inside you. The soft paths unfold. The quiet sky opens. The gentle air wraps around you with the same tenderness you feel in this moment. You are free to visit only for a few breaths, or to stay as long as you like. There is no effort, no strain, no need to imagine anything perfectly. Only the sense of ease. Only the sense of being soothed and comforted and deeply safe. If your mind grows busy, the gardens are patient. They do not ask you to be any different than you are. They simply wait, steady and calm, until you are ready to sink back into their softness again. Here, you are allowed to rest, truly rest. You do not have to fix anything. You do not have to solve anything. You are allowed to simply be exactly as you are, and that is enough. Notice how the cloud beneath you feels even softer now. You might feel as though you are gently sinking, just a little, into its warm, tender surface. Not falling, just being lowered into deeper comfort, like being tucked into a perfectly shaped nest of light. Every part of you is invited to loosen. The small muscles around your eyes, the space at the back of your neck, the center of your chest, all softening, little by little, in this sky of quiet kindness. If sleep is close, it can come the way evening light fades into night, slowly, gently, almost without being noticed. There is no need to reach for it. It will find you when it is ready, and if you remain awake, that is welcome too. You may simply float here, in this peaceful in-between, where nothing is demanded of you. Rest without pressure, calm without rules. Just this easy, unhurried breathing in the cradle of the clouds. Feel how deeply you are supported by the softness beneath you, by the stillness around you, by the quiet strength that has been growing inside you with every slow breath. You are held even more than you realize. The gardens do not disappear when you open your eyes or when a new day begins. They stay as a gentle echo, a memory your body remembers, a sense of softness you can return to day or night whenever you need a place to land. You might picture a small doorway to this cloud-top calm, resting somewhere inside your chest, or at the center of your forehead, or simply in the quiet of your breath. Whenever you pause and breathe with kindness, that doorway opens, and at once you are here again, safe, supported, surrounded by softness. For now, you do not need to think about later. Only this moment matters, this breath, this weightless comfort that surrounds you completely. Let your awareness grow slower and softer, like mist settling over a still lake. Thoughts can blur at the edges, words can fade. Only the feeling remains, a calm, steady knowing that you are all right and you are allowed to rest. If sleep begins to rise through you, you can welcome it with the same quiet you feel in the gardens. If sleep stays just a little further away, you can rest in this cozy middle space as long as you wish. Both paths are gentle. Both paths are held in the same soft sky. With each breath, imagine the cloud under you becoming even more cushioning, even more embracing. It curves around you like a soft blanket of air, warm and kind. You do not have to hold on to anything. You are already supported from every side. The sky above grows dim and still. Sound fades, edges blur. It is safe to give yourself to this softness. A little more with every slow exhale. Nothing to resist, nothing to manage. Only easing and loosening and drifting. Soon, words may no longer feel important. They can become quiet shapes at the very edge of your awareness. What remains is the comfort they have carried you toward. A comfort that belongs to you and lives inside you, always within reach. Here, in this quiet sky, you are safe to do whatever your body most wants. To sleep deeply, to hover in gentle drowsiness, to rest without thought. All of it is welcome. All of it is held. The gardens will keep you company, whether you notice them or not. They will be here when you need them next. Soft paths, quiet light, and a cloud that knows exactly how to cradle you. Now the words grow softer. The spaces between them grow wider. Breath moves slowly in and out, in and out. And you are free to drift, or simply to rest in your own time, in your own way, in this endless, tender calm.